Tua blessed me today. I fucking love Tua. Every shitty thing I said about Tua, I take it all back. Where you were when the Miami Dolphins put 70 points on the Denver Broncos and Tua fucking throws it 15 yards and it just hits the ground. Alright, you got one more chance. 4th and 10. You take a timeout. Connor Williams fucking snaps it to the side. 8-3 on the season, and the Dolphins currently hold the number 1 seed in the AFC. That is a beautiful thing. But that man walked at the 50-yard line today, pulled his cock out, and smacked it on the midfield logo because he damn near single-handedly won our asses that football game tonight. That is Jason Sanders, ladies and gentlemen. That was a tough one as the Miami Dolphins lose 21-14 and drop the division to the Buffalo Bills. Usually I won't swear until 30 seconds of the video, but it's out. The Miami Dolphins get absolutely fucking cream pied by the Kansas City Chiefs 26-7 and complete the late season collapse once again. And we are officially back, ladies and gentlemen. Enough of that training camp preseason bullshit. I am very glad to inform you that the regular season is just days away as the Miami Dolphins take on the Jacksonville Jaguars this Sunday at Hard Rock Stadium. It's going to be like 100 degrees or some shit. And if you're new here, I drop the Miami Dolphins preview every Wednesday on game weeks, and then I hop on and react to every game moments after it ends. So with that being said, let's get into it. Where we last left these Miami Dolphins is a 3-game losing skid against the gauntlet of Buffalo, Baltimore, and Kansas City in negative 20-degree weather to end the season. Tua folded, the team folded. It was the worst possible way they could have gone out. But if you go back and check, I called it. I called it before it happened. I made a video before the Dallas Cowboys game, and I told y'all exactly what was coming because I know this team. I wish I was wrong, but I know them all too well. But now, it is a new season, a new start. New faces, new expectations, extensions on Tua, extension for Waddle, extension for McDaniel. That was my cat in the background. He wanted to come in so bad. He had to get in the room right before I recorded, and now he wants to leave. Anyway, so what should we expect from the Miami Dolphins week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars? Because to me, this game is going to make or break on the new Anthony Weaver defense, especially the defensive line. Because everything we've seen in this preseason and in training camp, the guy loves to blitz. Corner blitzes, fucking safety blitzes, all kinds of blitzes coming at you from all directions. And I love that in today's league, because with these athletic quarterbacks, you can't just sit there and let them either pick you apart, or if your coverage is good, they'll run for 10 yards. So I do like that. However, it only works if you get there. If the Jaguars are able to give Trevor Lawrence time to throw, him and his fucking long face could drop 40-plus points on this defense, and it could all go south really fast. And I know Trevor, he's not a world beater, but he is a talented quarterback, and that's been a tall task for our defense, even going back to the Flores days. But on the other hand, if it does work and we disrupt him, this defense could look revamped, and we could leave this game thinking that the AFC East is a lock. It's going to be a tall task for Jalen Phillips coming off his injury, and Chop Robinson, his first actual game. Calais Campbell and Zach Sealer are going to have to shore up that run game. I mean, that's our make and break right there, because when they do pick up that blitz, someone's going to still have to break free and put stress on that quarterback, or else our secondary, man, it's going to be all on them. Jalen Ramsey hasn't practiced in a while. Kendall Fuller is new. I'm interested to see how this works out for us. I'm excited, a little concerned, not really sure what to call it, but I'm unsure of what's going to happen, to be honest with you. And with that being said, let's move to the offensive side of the ball, because it's a lot of the same faces all over the field. It's going to start with our guy Tua Tagovailoa, who ended last year with some absolute stinkers. He's got to bounce back. Then, of course, we got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Raheem Mostert, Devon Achane in the backfield. But really, the X factor here is this new revamped tight end room. Because going into last year, this team could not convert short yardage in the red zone. I mean, when all your receivers are 5'8", that fade route, it's basically a wasted play that we would run over and over again. And then the way we run the ball is more finesse than it is power to disguise our offensive line, who is definitely more athletic than they are straight up bullies. They're not really pushing guys back. That's why I never really understood why people got so upset with McDaniel for not running up the middle on 3rd and 4th and short, because it probably just wouldn't work. However, this new revamped tight end room with Jonnu Smith and Tanner Conner should add an element. And for fuck's sake, Tyreek Hill does not need 2,000 yards, all right? He should not be getting 2,000 yards. Tua said in an interview that it was no secret that they're trying to get him 2K last year. And what happened? The heavy load ended up wearing down his body, and by the end of the year, he was a shell of who he was to start the year. And our offense was one-dimensional as it was. The football needs to get spread out more. I think it will be spread out more, and that could really take this offense to another level. Because, I mean, fuck it. You can't lose if you score every time you got the ball. That's just how I feel about it. So, lots of questions to be answered this Sunday. And, well, what do I think is going to happen? And not to be the negative guy, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't skeptical of what's going to go down here. It seems like a lot of fans think this one's just a shoo-in because of Jacksonville's record last season and our main guys. You know, the big names we got. But they barely been practicing. Tyreek, Waddle, Jalen Ramsey barely practiced in training camp. I get that they're trying to keep them healthy, but rust could be an element here. And, you know, I'm going to take Jacksonville, 26-23. I really hate to say that. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see the Dolphins win. And last year, I picked the Dolphins to lose the season opener as the negative Nancy that I am, and they ended up winning. However, I am right most of the time, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'll see y'all Sunday after hopefully the Miami Dolphins get off to a hot start. All right.